בוקר טוב חברים, מוטי היקר. We up to page קע"ט, זהירות. זהירות עניינו להיזהר, to be careful, להישמר מכל דבר רע. ומכל צד נדנות איסור יותר ממה שנזהר לעבור על אש יוקדת ותחת חרב חדה. לחץ, הרבה לחץ, משהו. אומר הרב, you should know, a person has to be so careful not to do avirot. Imagine you have a fire. Would you go inside the fire? Remember, imagine you have a sword, and you have to go on it. How careful are you going to be? You don't get a cut. אומר, צריך להיזהר יותר ממה שנזהר, לעבור על אש יוקדת. You'll be so careful not to go into a fire. And so to בתחת חרב חדה, not to walk on a sharp sword. כי מר מאלף מיתות ומדינה של גיהנם, ומכל הרעות שבעולם עבור פי השם אל עולם. It's worse, more than 1,000 deaths, and going to Gehenna from לעבור על פי השם ולגרום צער וכעס. He says it's worse to not listen to HaKadosh Baruch Hu more than Dina shel Gehenna, more than Gehenna, and more than 1,000 mitot. Now I want to explain something. ספר מסילת ישרים, תראי מה זה הספר הזה? Unbelievable book. The first chapter of his book is what's the sha'ar, the gate that you go first is midat hazihirut. You know, this book, Silat Yesharim, it takes you all the way to know where? It takes you all the way to Tchiat HaMetim. Hasidut, Anava, Kol, Ruach HaKodesh, until Tchiat HaMetim. Meaning, הרב המחבר אומר לך, come, I'll take you on a journey that if you listen to me all the way, that's the level that you can reach. עד שער רוח הקודש. שמעתם? זה ספר מסילת ישרים. And by the way, here, חרות המלאך גם כן, אפשר ללמד איתו גם כן. 400 שנה. קרוב. רבי משה חיים לוצאטו. על כל פנים, his first gate that he takes you in and to reach to the highest level, the first gate, it's called Sha'ar HaZihirut. Zihirut, מה זה זהירות? Be careful. מה זה be careful? That a person has to think, and see the way you do, how you behave, and check your actions. And it says the only way to do it, it's only when you're not busy. Let me explain. If you remember when Moshe Rabbeinu came to Paro at the first time, and he told him, Hashem wants you to let my nation out. What was Paro's response? Tichbad ha'avodah. Amar, if till now we gave them bricks to work, now we're not going to provide bricks. Let them find straw. Let them do the bricks. And also, they have to keep the same amount of bricks of every day. Why? Two, Amar Paro, do you know when people start to think? It's when they have time. We have to take away the time. אין זמן לחשוב, 80 שנה, ככה. No time to think. אומר הרב מסילת ישרים, a person has to have time. I mean, read the Baruch Hashem, אנחנו עושים את זה every day, we're here from 8:15 till 9. We have 45 minutes that we're thinking. But our thought is general. But what he wants us to do is a person has to have to think, לחשוב, להתבונן על the way he behaves. How he behaves. How was his morning? How was his business? How was his marriage? How was his customers? איך הוא מתפלל? איך הוא חי? How was this with his parents? הוא מבקש מהבן אדם תחשוב ותתבונן and check if what you're doing is the right thing or bad thing. And if there is something to fix, go ahead and fix it. הזהירות means you got to be zahir, very careful with what you do, what you say, how to say. And if you say something wrong, sometimes people, מדברים, אפילו, you don't have even any idea that you hurt somebody. And 6 months later, פתאום you find out, מה שקרה. אדם צריך להיזהר, הזהירות. And the only way to earn this character of being zahir, it's only if you're going to have a time set, שאדם מתבונן. And the way to do it at the end, זה רק אם הוא לומד. אם אדם לא לומד, איך ידע מה מצווה, מה עבירה? How would you know if what you do is a mitzvah or עבירה? Sometimes a person can think he's doing, he's doing mitzvah. אבל הוא עושה עבירה הכי חמורה. Sometimes a person thinks it is עבירה, אבל זה מצווה. אם לא תתבונן, איך תדע? אדם צריך לחשוב מה אמרתי, מה עשיתי, לכלכל דבריו, you have to think. And he says over here, ולכן האיש הירא ורחל לבב, יברח 100 שערים של היתר, לבל להיכנס בשער אחד של איסור. The Yetzirah is going to give you 100 reasons why it's mutar, and at the end of the day, זה איסור. אבל אתה אפילו לא חושב. So you have to think, מה שאני עושה זה נכון או לא נכון. That's why a person has to have a rabbi. יש לך רב, תשאל. זה נכון, זה לא נכון, מותר, אסור, מה לעשות, מה לא לעשות. עשה לך רב. Every person has to have a rabbi. And even the rabbi himself has to have a rab. אפילו משה רבנו היה לו רב. אפילו משה רבנו היה לו רב, הקדוש ברוך הוא. בוודאי. That's why it's called, in Hebrew, how do you say, Rabbi? תלמיד חכם. תלמיד של החכם. הוא עדיין תלמיד. זה לא משנה how great you are, you always need someone above you. למה? כי אני אגיד לכם, חברים, למה? The מסילת ישרים brings down, you can only take guidance from someone who passed the corn maze. Do you remember this? Yeah. He says you can only take guidance from a person who passed the corn maze, because he sits already on top of the tower and he sees you. Hello, make a right, make a left, keep straight. No, don't turn, keep straight, make a left, up, boom, out. He says people who passed the corn maze and they got to the top, they know the path how, because he's on top. I mean, it took him a while. He bumped into this wall, he bumped into this tree until he got out. But once he's out, where is he now? He sits up and he watches all the people, how they bang their head and how they go in the circles. You want to get yourself out of troubles? Speak to him. Omer Mapshat. Omer, the only person who can give you guidance, it's someone that he was able to control is Yetzirah. Why? Because he knows how the Yetzirah fights you. He knows how he fights. And you don't know how he fights. You think you're doing the right thing, but you don't know. אתה לא יודע. אומר, מי יכול לדעת? רק מי שניצח אותו. The one who fought him and won, he is the winner. So he sits on top. אומר לך, חביבי, אל תעשה ככה. I'm telling you, I passed this years ago, בשביל מה לך? אל תעשה, לא כדאי. לא שומע, לא מקשיב, דרך. אומר הרב, אדם צריך, you have to know that the way that to be able to control יצר הרע, is you have to find him. And how to do it, צריך להתבונן וצריך רב. צריך, ולכן אומר לך פה, don't get yourself into היתרים. You have to find out באמת מה ההלכה, מותר או אסור. ואם זה אסור, you don't do that. אם זה מותר, אז תעשה. And if there's a place להיזהר, just be careful, just do it cautious. אומר הרב, ואל יש... מה?
זה מה, היא למעלה או מה היא למטה?
ולא לגרום צער, לא למעלה ולא למטה, להגיד לו, כן, כן. זה משפט, זה לא רב שטובות. הלאה. ואל ישמע לכל יצרו שמקל בעיניו האיסורים, ומבקש לו טענות שווא, ומקום פטורין, ויום ליום מרגילו בייסורים יותר, עד שנעשים לו כהיתר. והחי ייתן לליבו. He says, אומר הרב, don't listen to יצר הרע, he gives you all kinds of היתרים. היצר הרע, הוא תלמיד חכם גדול, you should know the יצר הרע, is a tremendous תלמיד חכם. He knows all the היתרים, all the היתרים he knows. ולך את הכל, just not to listen to ההלכה. הוא אומר, והחי ייתן לליבו, as long as you're alive, pay attention to your heart, and listen, כי בעוברו אפילו עבירה קלה, because even if you do one little sin, small, קל, very light, גורם רעה גדולה, you cause tremendous damage. הוא מורה שלא חס על כבוד קונו, מאחר שלא משתדל לעשות רצונו. You have to think, what does Hashem want me to do? Tell him, what was the greatest title that Moshe Rabbeinu קיבל? משה עבדי, הוא היה עבד שלי. אתה יודע מה זה עבד? עבד has no דעת. עבד has no opinion. Whatever you tell him to do, he does. He has no opinion. לראות השם ולעשות whatever Hashem wants me to do, whatever Hashem wants me to do, I need to do what he wants. And what he wants, it means that you have to mevatel your own ratzon. Sometimes it's so hard, very, very hard, and you want to say something about it, but it's here, it's mamash. I want to say it. No, don't say it. But you have to think, מה השם רוצה עכשיו? מה השם רוצה? היו צדיקים כאלו, שהיו אומרים, אם רצון של השם שנלך לגיהנם, אני הולך לגיהנם. If that's what he wants, I'm here to do whatever he wants. איזה דרגה, אנחנו, we don't even understand מה זה דרגה. I'm here, רצון השם. I want you to story על האור החיים הקדוש. האור החיים הקדוש. האור החיים הקדוש. He was once in a place where, if I remember correctly the story, somebody, maybe even called a hacham, he said something to the Or HaChaim and he embarrassed him. ויש אותו. והאור החיים הקדוש, he kept quiet. But not only kept quiet, אמר הקדוש ברוך הוא, אני מוחל לו. After מוצאי שבת, I mean, if I remember correctly, I hope this is the story. It was Parashat Bechukotai. But Or HaChaim was a guest in the show. והיה שם איזה משהו לעניין, and הרב שם בייש אותו. And he kept quiet, not only kept quiet, ביקש מחילה. אמר להשם, כאילו אני מוחל לו, השם אני מוחל לו. מוצאי שבת, the Chacham of the shul, he realized, הוא עשה טעות, הוא לא יודע מי זה, made a mistake. He came to him, אמרו לו, מחילה, אמר לו, מחול, מה זה? I have nothing against you בכלל. But what do you mean? I never asked you mehila. I'm already for Friday night אני כבר מחלתי. Friday night? תשמעו מה הוא כתב. מה הוא אמר? You know, let's say you're right. Somebody calls you Tzar. And you're right. You know who's also בצער? הקדוש ברוך הוא, השכינה. שנאמר, אמו אנוכי בצרה, השם feels your pain. אומר האור החיים הקדוש, how can I see Hashem's pain and just hold grudges? מה זה אור החיים הקדוש? He saw Hashem's pain.
So he got embarrassed. But he got embarrassed.
He got embarrassed.
Right. And this is often
עכשיו האור החיים בצער, right? But if I'm only בצער alone, fine. But now he sees הקדוש ברוך הוא, השכינה בצער, because he was shameful for no reason. So he said, how can I see Hashem, the Shekhinah b'tza'ar? אני מוחל לו, אני מוחל. The minute you mohel, what happens to Hashem, the Shekhinah? It gets happy. Okay, I want to see Hashem happy. I don't want to see you b'tza'ar. So already, he said to the Hakam, I have nothing against you. From the minute it happened, I already forgave. אני מחלתי. איך מחלת? אמר לו, how can I see the Shekhinah b'tza'ar? Why, רבותיי, איזה קדושה, איזה צדקות. No, but he told, no, but she said, no, but you know what she did? She did, he did, איפה אתה? תראו מה זה? מה זה מידות? מה זה מידות? האור החיים הקדוש, on the spot, יאללה, מחט ישר. למה? איך אני יכול לראות את הקדושת השכינה בצער? What a level, huh, Ari? It's crazy stories. מה זה אור החיים הקדוש? You think האור החיים הקדוש ככה just happened that all עם ישראל with his book everywhere. ככה. You know where is he from? Mr. Hazako Baruch. Look at the smile over there.
I know when you say בחוקותיי, that is everything in Moroccan is בחוקותיי.
הוא זכה לכתוב 42 פירושים על that פסוק בזכות זה. ספר בחוקותיי, he has 42 פירושים on one פסוק. 42 פירושים. הוא זכה שגילו לו 42 פירושים על each פירוש, וואו. Each one, מדהים. One of the פירושים that I really like, באמת, that I love, אם בחוקותיי, אתה רוצה ללמוד תורה? תלכו, leave the house, go to the shul. שמעתם? No, stay home. Because you know what's going to happen with the kids and the wives and the husband. וחביבי, אם בחוקותיי you want to learn? תלכו, leave the house, go to the shul, לך תלמד. No, I'm learning, I'm listening to a class. חביבי, הכל יצר הרע, לך תצא מהבית. צא מהבית, you know that you're not going to learn. Between the kids and the wife, אתה לא תלמד, תלך לבית המדרש. וואי, הוא חזק. זה האור החיים brings this. מה אתה אומר, אלון? הוא זכה to 42 פירושים. הוא was silent. לא אומר כלום. תראו מה זה. איזה אנשים, מלאכים. כל זה מידות טובות. ענווה, be humble. Ooh. I never saw someone who's humble that has a marriage issue.
Come on. Yeah. Has to be one.
Then that one is how he wasn't humble.
In other words, he's always more hale. Like
It's no more hale. The minute, and about you're not going to get into the fight to begin with. Mohel means it was an issue. So there is issue. Anava, there is no issue. There isn't it. En klum. C'est midot. If you work on your midot, en klum. What's the anava? It's not always I give in. It's a lot I'm giving in. I'm always giving in and I'm a loser.
never got
Maybe that's we taking that class. No, it's not a anava. Mamash lo.
So what's on our
you never got there.
Exactly, sablan,
Okay,
patient.
so
Patient. No. Humble is it's in English. What's a humble? Savlan אומר רש"י.
Humble just means that let's say you're established and you're well off, but you're not a show off almost, and you hold yourself is not like
my dear. Rashi says in Parashat Ba'alotcha, definition of anav, savlan, patient.
Wow.
That's an anav. Yeah.
So it's nothing to do with money at all.
What's money?
No, because
Most fights.
People say,
wait, hold on. Let's go to the marriage for 1 second. Hold on. Most. Yeah, baby. Yonatan Autostrada, like that. Anava, Rashi explains definition of anav is savlan, patient. Moshe Rabbeinu was called anav. Why? He was patient. Watch when people fight. He has no patience. He wants to say something. He wants that. Don't say nothing. Don't answer. Be patient. Okay.
That's being humble.
Ooh, yeah.
So when somebody's wife yells at them,
why she's gonna yell at him?
if she yells at
no, it doesn't happen.
Of course
it doesn't happen.
Of course it happens.
No, it does not happen. It does not happen. I bet you Moshe's wife never screwed. He never got a scream from his wife.
Okay, let's say the husband does something that the wife doesn't like.
Fine.
And now I'm giving her a reason to yell, right?
Good.
So now if I say nothing, I'm being humble.
No.
Yeah,
being smart.
Let's go step ahead. You said if I did something that I know that it's gonna get her upset. Now, why are you doing something that it's gonna get her
That's
upset?
why I gave you the first example, because
You
I
never
didn't
know.
do
You never
anything.
know. By
I
now,
didn't do
everything
anything
is
wrong.
becoming-
But
Now the
you
wife
just
yells
said
at
no.
them.
You just said I did
I
something.
switched it because the rabbi said that the first one's wrong. So I said, okay, how about this?
So let's go. So let's
So let's
talk.
go with the first one.
First one. What happened?
First one
You
is
get
that
married,
the
and Baruch
wife-
Hashem, you love her, she
the
loves
wife
you.
says something to the
No.
husband.
Let's go to the to the
We love
beginning.
each other. We're relaxing.
Baruch
we're hanging
Hashem.
out,
Now what
we're
happened?
dinner together.
Yes.
Honey, I would like you to do this.
Who says? You said to her?
No, she says to me.
Yafe.
I say, honey,
So nice.
I could do this, but I can't do it for the next couple of weeks. So Shabbat comes in early. So when Shabbat comes in a little bit later, just have to make the time to do what you want me to do, honey. No, I want to do it now.
Stop.
Oh.
Stop.
There we
Okay.
go.
Okay. Now let's think. Now let's take an example she needs help with Beth. The kids.
Yeah.
Okay. She has a little pressure. It's Friday. Shabbat. It's a short Fridays.
That's different already. I agree with her.
You just said I'm
No,
giving an example
This
to
was
you.
on a Sunday,
Be right and
and
you
she
wrong.
wants me to do
Always
something on
right
a
and you
Friday at 2 o'clock. And I said, listen, at 2 o'clock, I'm still at work for now. But when Shabbat comes in a little bit later, I'll be able to leave, at a normal hour to do what I got to do with my kid, and then go home.
Can I ask you a question?
What?
Do you have breakfast together?
Breakfast? No.
Good.
I'm here.
Just answer my question. I don't need anything else. Do you have breakfast together? Do you have lunch together?
No.
Do you have dinner together?
Yes, sometimes.
Yes, sometimes. Okay, I want to tell you something.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not about the Sunday and it's not about the Friday when it's early or late.
When I get home early from work.
Just I heard you. Like that. Let's get to the source of the problem. You have to understand. Sometimes it's not about if it's Friday, if it's winter or summer. She needs.
It's done.
Hold on.
Attention.
She needs time to spend together. If she doesn't get it, she'll be hungry.
I understand.
And it's either she's going to bite from Sunday or Friday, or you're going to get a bite. She needs time together. Agmara omeret.
So I'm not hanging out with her.
Then why are you married to begin with?
No, I'm saying I'm not.
What's that I'm saying?
This has nothing to do with time between me and her.
Yeah. Yes, it does.
Power.
Yes, it does. You have to understand that when a wife feels that she has a husband, listen to this, she's gonna give him all the time he needs. But when she doesn't see him in the morning, She doesn't seem to, out the day. She feels everything is on her. Out in the morning and out in the afternoon. She takes care of the kids. She sent them to school. She has to, get them back. She has to make dinner. She has to, feed them. She has to bed. And Baruch Hashem, you have also a baby. Altogether, it doesn't help. So all she needs is some time. I'm not saying she needs all the day, but if she, this is how HaKadosh created them. You're not going to change it.
You're very pro woman right now.
I'm very pro Torah.
You're only looking at one side. Look at the other side also. Sometimes they make mistakes also.
Everything that Rabbi is saying is right. Everything that Rabbi is saying is
They
right.
make mistakes
All
also.
I'm saying is that there are times
I'm not talking about mistakes. I'm talking, let's get to the source. Why? What happened? So if she has a set of time and you're consistent, it doesn't matter. It can be breakfast, it can be dinner, or it can be both. But if she gets the time that she has with her husband, consistent, she's calm. So she grabs here, she feels everything is on her.
that's not the top, it's not
the issue.
It's not the issue.
Oh, it's not the issue?
I mean, time is important.
It's not the issue.
Very important.
Like we human, they're human. They make mistakes and you make mistakes. When they
Who is
make
talking about
mistakes,
who is talking
when
about
they make
mistakes?
mistakes,
But who is talking about the
when we make
mistakes?
we
But
have to
who
get
is
it out.
talking about the mistakes?
It's not fair.
Nothing is fair that I hear. But who is talking about the mistakes? I'm talking about
Which means she sometimes she gets off.
we all do mistakes.
So, but she got to get
We
off
all,
for a reason.
she, he, me, you, we all do mistakes.
Sometimes they get off without a reason. So if they want without a reason,
Men never.
So I have to go back home.
Men
to my
never.
home. I need to spend time with her.
But men
She
never.
always comes back to us.
But I tell
She
them,
always comes back to us.
okay, so what's your decision? I want to hear.
What decision?
Yeah, I want to hear your what was it, brilliant advice to Hakam Amr. Mata Omer. So let me hear your opinion. So therefore, put your foot down and step on her.
No.
As what I want to ask.
I never do that.
I never do that. Okay.
The same way you are trying to scold us, that we don't.
I
Let
don't-
somebody scold them also. Not only us, the same way we make them also. They make that. Yeah, they have issue. We have issue also. They take over the house. We take over the
Send your
business.
wife to the
We have to get money. We have pressure on us.
send you after the class.
We have
Send
to-
you after the class.
The women's class.
No, to my class.
There's a class.
Yeah,
Rabbanim
my
has
class.
something.
Tonight.
Yeah. That's tonight.
ראית? ברחת. You the cause.
No, she goes to class.
הבאנו את הגנב עד הפתח, ברח. Next.
The question he
I
asked
get
about
that.
Avava, מה זה קשור?
אני רוצה להסביר לך משהו. Albert, I want to go all the way back. When we talk about patient, כשיש patient, אז אני שומע. וכשאני שומע, אני שומע what she needs. And she hears you at the same time. Marriage it's a reflection. It's reflection. It's a reflection. Okay.
But I'm saying, if a woman wants the husband to do something, it will get done, but it can't sometimes get done on her time. It has to get done on my time because I'm using my time now to do what she wants me to do, which is fine. I'm going to find the time to do it, but just not when you want me to do it right now.
Not when you. Where's that number?
So that's what I'm asking now. So if she's killing me, I gotta just say nothing.
No.
I gotta tell her.
Talk.
I do. I speak.
No. I can imagine how you. I see the body language. She's not even here. You and you bang on the table as if it was a hazita. You'll poke her eye.
I'm trying to explain my point to the rabbi. That's all I'm doing. I don't actually point at my wife.
I know Hasbe Shalom. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is, אם אנחנו נבין, you should know marriage is a partnership. The same way you're going to act with your partner. Listen, this is mine.
I see with my own eyes. I
Okay.
see with my own eyes. I see that you act, you do, and you whatever, you listen, you're there. The reflection of that is exactly the way you respond, like the way you handle it. I see that. I see it. But now there are some times where they may not be correct. And you gotta explain to them nicely.
Good.
Patiently.
So you're good to them. What are you
But now it
asking?
is, because if they don't hop, then you gotta get, okay, what don't you understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, what don't you?
That's the patient. That's what he loses.
You know how many
It's a fine
times?
line, Rabbi. I agree.
Do you know how many
I'm
times?
working on it.
Do you know how many times Moshe Rabbeinu
I'm working on it.
he had to explain over and over and over?
I think I'm not working on it that much, but I work on
Okay.
it.
If you think if you have his power also.
No, Moshe, you were giving it to them. Am Yisrael?
So who do you think I was walking?
Okay.
על כל פנים, חברים יקרים,
You think you are good 10 times more than they do, but
This guy's dangerous. We can't be alive with this guy.
Shut it off.
millennials do not say that.
Shut it off.